Two-man game, TMG, get the news fast, AMG, game of two boxes. Name two boxers that hit as hard as this. Yeah, we're cutting to the truth, no, there ain't no narrative. Eyes up on the cup this year, hear the stadium erupt this year. For my team, TMG.
Episode 84, the two-man game. Thank you for Josie for stepping in to be the producer today.
Big Josie.
You don't know.
Only an hour late.
You don't know the effort that's been put in to make this episode happen. I thank you for our guest today, for being here, making it possible. Patience. I know we've been trying to get you on for a minute. Would you like to introduce yourself to the
Big
two-man
guest.
game?
My name is obviously Gil Carvalho, semi-pro and international footballer, and
Let's give him a clap. Let's give him a clap.
How many caps now? Two caps.
Two.
Big games? How was it playing international?
Different experience, because obviously I haven't made my pro debut yet, but being in that environment, you're playing alongside or against pros that have been there for years, especially Nigeria. That was a different experience. Seeing the likes of Iwobi, Joe Rebo, Lookman, even Osherman. Osherman stood out for me because the way that guy moves as a striker, like he could do some serious damage in the Prem. So yeah, even learning being on the bench, then coming on watching how, do you know what I'm saying, to tactically approach the game and how you can influence it. It was good. It was a good experience.
Can only make you better. Playing with better players can only make you better. That's it.
It's true. Iron sharpens iron. Shout out Vico though.
Yeah, Vico,
He's
man.
stuck though. When you're in Napoli though, it's hard to get out.
Yeah. Nah, I can't lie. I had to grab his shirt, man.
At least you got a shirt. Did you frame it, or you just holding it?
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna frame it because nah. I think that guy's worth like 70 mil. Yeah, I'm framing that shirt still.
70 million. You should
70
keep it.
million.
That's worth sight.
Yeah.
If you're ever in a foxhole,
I'm not gonna wear that shirt.
that shirt could be worth sight. I think Maradona's shirt, obviously Maradona's a completely different level, but his shirt went
How much?
millions.
Which one is it? Which one? The World Cup one?
Hand of God one. You search it. I think it went for millions. Yeah.
Well, the one they played against England.
One English player, obviously one former English player had it, and he kept it in the Manchester Museum. He wasn't going to sell it for time, and then now recently said he's going to sell it.
Because obviously now it's at his optimum value. The guy just
He's either died, maybe he needed the money. You never know, man. Yeah, but assets. How much is that?
I don't have the connection.
Oh,
When I get a connection, I'll tell you. I know. As we always start, we start with some quick fire questions.
Yeah.
7 million.
7 million. 7 million.
Yeah.
7 million
for
for
that
that.
shirt. I mean, obviously, Diego's arguably the greatest player of all time, but still, and obviously that's one of the most iconic moments
But
in
it's a
football history.
shirt though, man.
Pele won't go for.
For a lot, man.
It won't go because he doesn't have that moment, especially that's that iconic to English people. I reckon an English person probably bought that. You know what I'm saying?
Most probably.
If an English person did, because he doesn't have a moment that's as that iconic against England, and he doesn't have a moment that's so controversial as well. Infamous,
Got you.
rather.
Got kicked around. 36 years. Steve Hodge decided to sell.
Yeah.
He swapped it in the tunnel.
Yeah.
They said the estimated sale price was between 4 million and 6 million,
Okay.
but 7.1.
Doesn't say who bought it.
Don't know. I think it's a jersey collector, from what I can see. But yeah, that Steve Hodge probably made more from selling that shirt
It's all cool.
than his old career, basically.
No.
That's crazy.
I mean, Pele's on maybe 1970 World Cup final, but he obviously scored a couple goals and found 2 assists, but he doesn't have a moment like that. The hand of God.
Who? Pele.
He doesn't have a moment like that. Obviously, to compound it, Maradona didn't score the greatest goal of all time, basically.
Yeah,
So
I know what shirt will go more for more.
oh, here we go.
I know what shirt will go for more.
What much for sure good for more?
Are you hating that?
I'm saying here we go.
Why are you hating that? Are you always hating on the guys?
I said here we go. That could mean anything. It can mean outside. Here we go. What's that Fabrizio? That's what he says.
Fabrizio, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know how what the tone is, do you?
You know, Zidane, 2006, last game. go for a back.
That's a shot.
What?
With the headbutt.
The headbutt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think we'd have meant more as well if they actually won it.
But the fact that you headbutted it's still an iconic
It's
moment.
an iconic shit. innit?
I can't.
Yeah.
I'll go for minutes for
It's a
sure.
World Cup in a World Cup.
Final as well because Maradona wasn't.
R9, 2001, 2020, no, 2002
World Cup
versus Germany.
Yeah.
He scored 2
He
goals.
scored 2 goals.
That'll go for a lot.
Yeah,
It's an iconic moment.
His one that's be surprising, but I think eventually go for a lot to the most random. But I think Gertz's World Cup winning shirt goal.
Ooh.
Especially because Gertz's career's not gone the way
He's not
people
going
expect.
well.
Because Gertz, like I said, Gertz was supposed to be the Neymar Hazard level.
He had some issue, didn't he?
Because Gertz was a baller, bro.
It was good, but when I used to see goals, I didn't know his impact. His impact was never goals and assists. He was more like a link player. He was like the play before the goal and assist.
Yeah.
It was very tidy.
It was clean,
It was like maybe a slightly more advanced version of Iniesta.
but he didn't really hit well in the Guardiola system. So I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know, obviously the health thing and then demotivation. I think he might be retired now.
Injuries as well. No.
It's going to Benfica. I think it's going to Benfica.
No, he went. No, what? Gotta. He
Entered at Frankfurt. Yeah.
Yeah, he went back to Germany.
Yeah.
He was supposed
most
to
recently.
be. Right now, he's supposed to be their best player.
It should be, but it's not.
Yeah.
As it is, you know, football never goes on the path that you expect. Like, think about it. We will go back 10 years and say, "Oh, predicted best 10 players." If we look at that list, how many players are around that?
The only
around
guys
that
that
list?
have somewhat fulfilled their full potential is Neymar, Hazard, and Pogba. That around that age group. Maybe I'm missing someone else.
Yeah.
They were even saying Messi said he had the next generation of guys. Like there's like 8. There was like 8. The only one that you can recognize is one. They had Charlie Masundo.
Oh, he's true.
Yeah, injuries. Yeah,
Injuries.
he's still. Yeah,
Some of
he
these
was the
guys
next
are-
big thing as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
There's guys on that list, and you just like football doesn't always follow natural progression.
Sports.
Yeah, sports in itself. It's very hard for you to be a young prodigy, then make it then just be an acceptable player to the next stage because there's so many expectations and those
You can't
stuff.
run away from the
I
brand.
think you gotta respect the likes of Neymar, Hazard, and stuff like that because you know the amount of criticism they get,
They handle it. They can handle
and
it.
and also performing on the pitch as well. Like,
That's the thing.
it's
The
not
people,
easy, you know.
the people that criticize him to the fullest extent are the people that don't understand what it takes to play sports. Really, like
Yeah.
they haven't. As I said, I don't say you have to be a semi-professional footballer. I'm like, have you actually played in a team and understand what it means to win and to lose? We have expectations, even at the lowest level. A lot of people that you see talk on Twitter, they don't do that. They don't normally play for their school team. They barely play for even a 5-a-side team. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's a different level, but you still have to understand what it takes to win and to lose. There's team effort, the responsibility. Just always turn up. Maybe you have a guy that walks carries your team, that sort of stuff. Obviously, comparatively speaking, that's what Neymar would be for other teams, but obviously on a much lesser level. But a lot of guys that speak the way they do, where they say, "Oh, he's shit, he's this, he's that," they don't understand those things because they don't do those things.
Even Sterling. Think about Sterling's been on the scene for a minute.
I think he reached his potential.
No, but he's been on the scene for a minute. He's
Yeah.
been consistent.
Consistent,
He's
yeah,
consistent.
yeah.
Like it was around like 16. I think it was QPR, maybe 16, around that time.
But one thing I like what the media try to do is pinpoint little things he does in his personal life. For example,
Yeah,
the
but
tattoo that he got for his dad and stuff like that.
And I think there's a kind of like a racist bias to certain players.
sometimes,
Yeah, to players like Sterling. But think about it, for Sterling to be around and play at the top level, he's gonna play for what 3 elite clubs: Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea.
now.
So it's like he's
big,
done a
big.
lot. He's done a lot in his career. Like a lot of people can't even say
He's
that.
27, isn't it?
27, so he's still got like maybe like 6 good years. He's still got 6 good years in him. I would like to see him in Chelsea. I want to see like what does he add. He's a good off the ball runner.
So get him goals, get him assists. That numbers always pretty good, and he was consistent.
I'm worried about City though.
Why?
They're losing a lot of their penetrative players.
But then again, football. I think I was listening to one interview the other day. They were even saying how English clubs will have to start selling to each other because
They start
our
to-
European clubs can't afford obviously wages and all that stuff, transfer fees.
It makes sense, yeah.
So they have to sell to each other. You know,
It's the only way you can recoup fees. Is
That's it. Yeah.
I'll let them go for free.
Yeah.
No, because you've started to see that players are signing shorter deals, so they can force the players' hands.
Yeah.
It forces the club's hands. So that's what it is. It's just like now the player is like a player power and movement. It's like an NBA when LeBron started to say, "I'm only signing 2 years deals." You put pressure on the club to like now you have to meet your goals in a shorter time. sort of time.
And it makes sense
Playing.
because obviously the players are getting money, a lot of money outside the sport. And obviously their contracts are even more inflated than what they used to be. So what they used to earn in 5 years, they might earn in 2 years. So they don't have to secure a big contract to secure the future. Obviously, if you go back 1982, 3, because I was recently watching a video or short documentary of Magic, and said he signed a $25 million year contract. Sorry, $25 million dollar contract for over 25 years. Obviously, back then that was crazy.
But he didn't probably
now,
pay off.
Right now, you have guys earning 25 million in a year, bro.
Yeah.
And then those players are average players. The guys like what did Dame go for? What, I think 60 a year, what's up to roughly. So
He gets 60 million a year.
60 million a year.
and he's nowhere near his Magic, but you know that's how it goes.
He chases bag, man. What is it? FA ring, chase a bag. That's what they really them value built on. They don't care.
Crazy, man.
I can't even begrudge him too tough because I was about a tournament yesterday. I was with my little boys and I was scouting after. I was speaking to parents and they were talking about, obviously one of them said that his ex-mate, I think his name is Moses something. He plays for he came through Millwall. I can't remember what team he said he plays for now. And he's gonna go into a team in Greece and to obviously get a bigger contract. And I get it, like, you know what I mean? Not everyone can play at the highest level. And even then, it comes to a point where you have to secure your contract because your career is short. Your career can end at any time. And if you
Going
have
abroad going abroad where the finances is not always great. Because you hear a lot of stories about guys moving abroad for bigger salary, but they don't get paid on time. They don't get this. Sometimes the security of getting paid on time is more than the amount of